Am I up? I am up. I'm here. Cheers, everybody. Welcome back to a Saturday Night Live, the first one for, I would imagine, I would imagine for over a month. Sorry, Ryan. Sorry, Ryan, mate. I do apologise for that. Yes, because I've been busy. I've been doing things and everything. And so it's about time that I've done another live one. So, boys and girls, Ryan, Aaron, I'm back. Welcome to Saturday Night Live, which is inspired by you boys and girls out there to tell me what to say and come up with things and whatever you want to say about. All I can say is that today I thought, Man U, I thought, thank you very much, Ryan, mate. It's good to be back. I'll be doing more now. So if you get fed up with me, tell me to fuck off. Um, yes, it's because well, I've been to Spain. Um, I'm not drinking Bud Light tonight, Aaron. I've got uh, this one here, Betty Stoggs. I, I went actually to the Skinner's Brewery in Cornwall over a year ago, about 3 years ago, I think. And I had it and I enjoyed it, and Lidl were doing it, and so I thought I have it. So I hope you boys are okay out there. Hope Mr. Bryson and Mr. Miller are okay. You've been most probably up to no good, knowing you two. So yeah, so I've been busy, but I'm back, and I'll be back more or less every Saturday, all the way up to Christmas. Um, let's go and see what Mr. Bryson says. I'm sure it will be something he wants to tell the world about, and he wants to tell everybody what he's been up to. Mr. Bryson, I am right since you've been off. Well, bet you get yourself to the clinic, mate. Get yourself to the clinic, sort yourself out. Um, Castile Triple, it is. Castile Triple is an outstanding beer, and in fact, um, Castile Triple, Castile. I'll be doing some more Castile beers over the autumn. I've had the Rouge when I was in Spain. I thought it was brilliant. Um, Mr. Miller says little he means young. Jimmy Savile, Ryan Bryson, Ryan, Jimmy Savile, Gary Glitter Bryson. Um, Ryan Bryson, Watford 10, lovely little drop off. It is. Watford 10 is most probably one of the best beers in the world of its style, should I say. I don't know. To say the best beer in the world is very much a controversial thing, I think. Ryan Bryson says, but I think I found the best lager I've ever had. Do digress, Ryan. Do tell me. Um, let's go and stick this up. I've got to show you because he's swearing a lot. I'm having to kind of like show up the comments. You know what I mean? See what he says. Münchner Reinheitsgebot. It sounds fantastic. Who's a brewer, Mr. Bryson? Let us know. I'm just going to pull old Betty out. There you go, Betty Stoggs. There you go, Cornish bitter. It's lovely. As I was saying earlier, I have to say, much happy that Vestergaard actually scored in the opposition's goal today. 10 men down, 10 men against Man U, get a point out of that. I have to say that, I'm very much happy that the Saints got a point against Man U. To be honest, hopefully we'll get mid-table. If I'm happy with mid-table. If Southampton get mid-table, I'm very happy. Brian Bryson says lager beer hell. Ryan Bryson says swearing will stop then. Oh, I don't know about that. Trying to tell you to stop swearing will be like telling the Pope to be Catholic. Augustin Bell, yes. Mr. Bryson. Mr. Bryson, hang on. Hang on, mate. That fella. Is that the one, mate? Mr. Bryson? That the reason why I've kept this bottle is because it's one of the best lagers in the world. If that's the one, mate, I've kept it. I've kept it. I always keep a decent beer back in there. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, so I'm happy with a point against Man U. I thought 10 men against Man U, get a point out of it. You can't go wrong. I just looking at the scores today. Actually, I thought, how can Newcastle draw with Watford after beating Tottenham? Tell me that. How can Newcastle just draw at home with Watford after beating Tottenham? I don't understand it. You would have thought you would have put. That's the one. It is brilliant. It's brilliant wine. It's a brilliant, brilliant beer. Solid German lager, I have to say. Well impressed with it. There's some German lagers out there which you really do appreciate, but I have to say, absolutely loved it. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. But I'll tell you what, that one and the Paulaner Munich Gold, the Munich Gold Paulaner was a belter as well, I have to say. I think you should, Ryan. Ryan, I think you should. I think get in for Christmas. Get in for Christmas. Get the family round and get them tanked up on that. That's what you need to do. Get a load in. I'll tell you what, it's a cracker. It really is a bell of a lager. So cheers. Cheers, Ryan. Cheers, Aaron. Best here. Right, what we got here? Ryan says, had the Paulaner one at a local pub near us. If you find a pub what does Paulaner, kudos to you. I'll tell you that. Paulaner do a dark lager, which is class. Tell me what dark lager is. Ryan Bryson, Piston Head. Yes, big fan of Piston Head. I do like the full amber lager. It's a cracking little beer, that. And also like I can't remember because I'll tell you what, Tesco's going to knocked them on the head. You knocked them on the head now because I've got all these other beers in and stuff like that. But yeah, I do. Yeah, Piston Head, great brewery, great stuff. Trying to think of the lager I did. Can't remember. I'll just stick the light on. Let's get some light on in here. That's better. You can see my tops and everything. So yes, I went to Spain, went to Benalmádena, and tried loads of. Ryan Bryson. There's a little boozer that has a very obscure selection of beers and ales on tap. Paulaner is a basic Foster's type tap. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. If you can find a boozer what does that, Paulaner on tap. I've never ever seen that. I've seen Erdinger everywhere, but I've never seen Paulaner. That's the one. You've been drinking together, you boys. Anyway, I went to Spain, and when you go to Spain, it's kind of like you kind of pigeonholed into the typical kind of like English tourist. So I seem to think that most English tourists like to go to a pub, watch Premier League football or Sky, and drink either Foster's, Guinness, or anything else English, But whenever I go abroad, I tend to go and go for the foreign bars. Because the reason why I do go for the foreign bars is because they do decent beer, and I think that's what people should do. You're going abroad, why do the same abroad? What you can do at home. Um, that pub that you were drinking at on holiday looks mustard. Looks mustard. They have a dark malty one. It's lovely. It's not sure though. Yeah, the Belgian place was the tits. It was. It was. I'll tell you what. It was. There's two bars I go to whenever I go to the Costa del Sol. You boys, you should all go to the Costa del Sol. If you find the right bars, you can have a whale of a time. You really could. And there's two bars, Benalmadena, Benny's Bar and Benalmadena. They did a comprehensive Belgian beer menu. The comprehensive Belgian beer menu, which the beers on that list were fantastic. They really were. There was kind of like the who's who of Belgian beer. They had everything from your quads to your example of your quads to your blondes to your dark ones to your fruit beers, and it was fantastic. Then I found this other place called the Belgica, which is funny enough. I just found by accident just walking towards Torremolinos. Looked over. He's back from the road. Big fat bloke. He was a big fat bloke. He was out here, right there, Mr. Marshmallow. Anyway, I went in there and he didn't get the punters in, but his range of beers I would say would have been the best ever, because he just some Saint Bernardus for €4. It's crazy. It's crazy. There, the pair, yeah, I think you should book up and go to the Costa del Sol, because there's some great places to drink. Some great places where you boys could really, really enjoy a good few beers, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, so I came back and basically when I came back, there was a big launch of stuff in shops and that. So I picked up some beers and that. Tiny Rebel has been really constant at the moment. Um, and yeah, and I've just got carried on doing beer reviews and that for you boys and girls out there, because I love doing them, and I'm gonna do some more live ones now. Now I'm back in the fold, but I'm back over in Spain. I think in Christmas time, so I'll be back out there and doing stuff out there. But yeah, it's great, and I think that people who do go abroad should not go to the same bars. They should try something different. Go to the foreign bars and taste their beers, drink their beers, and enjoy them. Because what's the point going abroad? What is the point going abroad? Aaron Miller, Costa del Sol would be decent, but it's full of Spanish myths. Well, only saw one really, to be honest. You had to be on your best behaviour, like you do. And she was walking down the seafront, but apart from that, it was nothing there, to be honest. To be honest with you, but I'll tell you what, I was walking along Torremolinos, and again, it's a really long seafront. This goes for miles. It stretches from Benalmadena all right nearly to the airport. So I'm walking along, like you do, and you come across a bar on your left hand side, and it's got the big one of them Ponzi rainbow flags, you know. Hence, it's still weird seeing two grown men holding hands. It's so weird. It's so weird. Miller says, "What are your thoughts?" Yes, yes. There's brains, like you do. There's brains. That's all you can say. It's just brains there, immense. You can have a conversation as well as carnal activity. You know what I mean? It's the full package. It's the full package. Like you do. It's the full package. You can't go, wrap her in a gift box, give it to me on a plate. There you go. What's your thoughts? Is that all? I'll go more than that. She's kind of like like a diamond, like a diamond in a in a in a jeweler's. Um, Alan Miller says wine loves Corey. Yeah, sorry, Alan. I'm not gonna even read that, Ryan. You're not swearing. I'll give you that. um, yeah, as I said, I was going along Torremolinos, and it's got the big flags, the rainbow flags, like you do, and just like walk round the corner, and it's kind of like this beach. This whole beach was kind of like full of them, literally full of them, and you think, God, you don't come aboard to see this, It's just weird. It's not right, is it? It's not right. It's not right. I'm not even commenting on that. It's before 9 o'clock. I can't comment on that, Aaron, but I would as well. The old tongue punch. I would as well. And I'll have a meaningful conversation afterwards as well. Like you do. You got to have a meaningful conversation afterwards. I'll give her a number. I would give her a number, and I would ask her to work that out in about 60 seconds. I'll give her a number and a set of numbers. You know what I mean? And work that out. Work that out. You know what I mean? I tell her work that out. And I want a constant atmosphere. Lovely little. Wouldn't that be brilliant? That you can get Mrs. Vorderman on here. Wouldn't it be brilliant? Yeah, brilliant stuff. I like that. Like that a lot. So yeah, it's been a while. The Premiership's kicked off. It's starting to look a bit familiar. I'll be honest with you. Like I said today, 1-1 with Man U. I'm happy with that. Vestergaard scored in the proper net for once, and yes, I'm happy with that. 10 men. At home, we got a point out of it. I'm happy with that. But I'm looking at Sheffield United clawed 2 goals back against Chelsea, which was a bit strange as well. I thought, Chelsea's not the same for me. I think Mr. Lampard has kind of like taken that job too early. I think he should have stayed at Derby. But that's my opinion, like you do. My opinion. So yeah. Yes, it was a good result for Hasenhüttl. He did all right. I'll tell you what, he did all right. I think he's a good manager, considering how much limited funds he's got and everything like that. I think he's a good manager, and hopefully this year he'll prove himself to be a good manager. Then he'll bugger off to Liverpool or Tottenham. Yeah, you're both Chelsea boys, but I'll tell you what, I think Frank Lampard has gone too early to you. I honestly do. I would never want Le Tissier to manage Southampton. It's the same when Shearer managed Newcastle or whatever. I think when Shearer managed Newcastle, he took him down. When you get a club legend, whoever it is, who manages you as well, I think it's a hard thing. And I think, for me, I think Frank Lampard has got makings of a really, really good manager, but I don't think it was the right time for him to go there. I think he needed to stay in Derby, stay at Derby, and kind of like learn more before going there. He was only good at penalties, though. Alan Miller says, yeah, Le Tissier, if you had the right manager, he was a phenomenal player. You know, when we had Alan Ball, God bless him, as manager, Le Tissier was fantastic. He was brilliant. He gave him the confidence to do exactly what he wanted to do. And then he trailed off a bit. But with Lampard was class a lot. Give you that. He was a good player. I'm not going to take that away from you. But I think as a manager, I think for Chelsea, I think Chelsea need a bigger name, bigger foreign manager. I just think Lampard going to Chelsea is too soon for me. But what do I know? I don't support Chelsea, so I just think that is the main thing for me. I think he should have gone maybe. No, I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying. But what do I know? I should care about what's going down the south coast. So for me, south coast is the bee's knees. You know, if we beat Brighton, if we beat Bournemouth, then thank God for that. Then we'll be kings of the south coast. That's what matters. But there's a little thing going on now. Is that the draw in that Carabao Cup, whatever you want to call it, the League Cup. I'll call it the League Cup. The draw. Right, Ryan Bus says, right, John, really disagree on topics except whether we want to taste. I'm not gonna say that, but we need to change subject. Okay, right, or does Mrs. I'm not slagging off Chelsea. I'm not. I'm not slagging off Chelsea. I'm not slagging off Chelsea. I'm just giving you my thoughts. I can't talk about her. She's been around the block so many times like a milk float. How can you? I tell you what. I reckon if you did, Aaron, if you did taste the insides, I think it would be worse than Bud Light. It would be Bud Light left outside with the top open for 3 years, and it'd be like stray dogs come over, kind of like pissed itself in it. That's what I think. That's her charm. She's got a charm of a stray dog. There you go. It would be worse than that. One might even get a nasty disease. This is not Carling. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. I'll take that. At least it's not Carling. Oh, totally agree. I won't be doing that again. Cheers, everybody. I'm just going to go in. So, what are people doing tonight? What are people drinking? What are people going out or staying in or doing whatever? Let us know in the comments. So 25 minutes in, the subject has been Saints, which is fair enough. A little bit of Spain, which is fair enough. A little bit of celebrity Holden, which is fair enough. And a little bit of Countdown and Vorderman. So there you go. So yeah, so let's go. Let's crack on with it, shall we? The beer I'm drinking, I'm going to start this because I'm changing subject again, but I know with the people watching me, Mr. Bryson says he's staying in on a Saturday night. Young whippersnapper like you had a growler, I would say. What do you mean? Had some San Miguel's red stripe bottles. Now on to the amber lager. Sounds like a typical Saturday night in. So what are you going to watch on the TV? Oh, I've got a notification. The Beer Hooligan has uploaded the Tiny Rebel Lazy Boy Lager, which I just thought I'd let you know. It's just come up now. I have to say that I've done a Tiny Rebel today. I'm not going to go into it, to be honest. Ryan Bison says Black Sheep Pineapple Milkshake up next. I wouldn't even bother with it, mate. Honest, what Black Sheep Pineapple Milkshake? It's not a beer which I would really bother with. If you wanna do it. But really, it's pretty shite, to be honest. What can you say? I'll let you decide on it. Wine, I'll let you decide on that beer. Mr. Miller, Scarlett then Bryson. Just try it. He's adding to the pass. I'm just in on the wife beaters tonight. The old Stellas. Yeah, I haven't had Stella for a while, I have to admit. But I'll have to try the one at Aldi, the Gallaroo lager, at Aldi. I think that was the Stella equivalent, wasn't it? The Gallaroo beer. Cheers, everybody. That's a lovely beer. That lovely beer. Lovely toffee notes. Lovely sweet sticky toffee notes. I'll tell you what, it just tastes a little bit different to what I last had it. This one, butterscotch toffee, kind of like middle to it, with a little bit of metallic bitterness on the back end. It's lovely beer. Nice beer. Got two Germans in the fridge. Not seen them before. Just gonna see what they are. Keep them in the fridge. Keep all your Germans in the fridge. That's the best place for Germans. Fridge. I've had a growl over weeks. So Stella's going down the tree. Have you ever thought about getting one of those Beer Hawk perfect draft machines? I'll tell you, you've been watching Beer Hooligan. Me, no. Reason why I won't is because one, it's a lot of money. 200 quid for a perfect draft thing. Yeah. Secondly, I think the availability of beers for the perfect draft machines is quite limited. Yeah, they're nice beers, but for me, they're quite limited amount of beers you can get for the perfect draft machine. It's a lot of money, and I just don't feel like there's justification really for me to get it yet. I think it's more important to get the beer shed out there. Get the beer shed out there, then maybe perfect draft. Oh, got a Frenchie here, says well. I've currently got. I mean, Aaron, if you want to get the perfect draft, if you say perfect draft for me is if you got lots of people coming round. You might be a popular person, Aaron. Might be, Aaron's party place, wherever you are. Come round. It's ideal for that. Brilliant. Don't get any cheap lagers in. Get them on whatever you can get on your perfect draft. Everyone will get pissed. Have a good time. But for me personally, first off, I don't really invite people round. I'm a right miserable git. I think, yeah, you should. If you drink a lot indoors, then you should. But for me personally, I'm quite free spirited. I go to shops, I go to beer shops, I just pick up anything. And for me, reviewing beer is my way of doing it. Ryan Bryce says, I don't know what. Ryan Bryce says, you'll understand how much he drinks include up in here because you know how much it costs to go out. You know how much it costs to go to the pub, but you know it's cheaper to get quality beers in at home, have a good laugh, than maybe, you know, go out later on in the night if you're into that type of thing. Um, for me, I'm an old man now. I know I'm mid-40s, so I'm kind of like happy just to get some real quality beers in and stuff and drink them at home, because I can't justify. I tell you what, I was in just outside Middlesbrough about a week ago, and I went to a place called Saltburn, which is by the sea, and I went to a pub and I ordered one Coke for the wife, and I ordered a pint of St Austell Tribute, just a normal bitter, and it came to £6.50. £6.50 for two drinks. And you know, people moan about, you know, the way pubs are being tracked, but the pubs and that bring it on themselves because they're charging drinks so expensive that you think to yourself, well, why do you bother? You know, why do you bother? You know, spending money on, you know, drinks in a pub where you could get something really, really good from a supermarket or whatever for the same price. So yeah, I know where you're coming from, but Aaron, get one. I tell you what, Aaron, I'm not going to get one, but if you get one, let us know exactly what it's all about. I'll be interested. Like I say, I've seen the range of beers available in them. They are good beers. They are. I mean, I think Leffe, Castile, I can't remember, Lowenbrow. I can't remember any what the others are, but let us know. Let us know what it's like. But for me, it's not my thing. It's not my thing. Not my thing at all. So yeah. So cheers, everybody. Cracking. So yeah, let us know what you think on them stuff. So yeah. So where was I? I reviewed oh, for 200 you can get the machine, one keg which I sell for 37 and two glasses. Doesn't seem too bad. No, it doesn't. It doesn't seem too bad at all. Go for it. I'll tell you what, Aaron, you go for it. Um, the thing will always kind of like when these machines, these kind of like draft machines and stuff, the thing what I always get concerned about is availability and how easy it is to get the beer for them, because you know you're having to go to Beer Hawk for the machine. You'll have to go to Beer Hawk for the beer, but can you get that beer anywhere else at a better price or whatever? It don't, no, it's okay. It's a good price. It's a good price. You know, I think you should go for it. I think you should go for it. If you think that getting one of these um, beer machines from Beer Hawk is worth it, go for it. Chris the Butcher. Hello, Chris. Big congratulations on your 2,000 subs. I absolutely love watching you. And yeah, evening. I hope your channel goes from strength to strength. It was fantastic to see that you got 2,000 subs. Yeah, fantastic stuff. Um, yeah, going back to the beer machine. Yeah, get one, Aaron. Tell us what you think. Yeah, so the beer I'm drinking tonight, Chris the Butcher's here. Fantastic stuff. The beer I'm drinking tonight is from Skinner's. It's from Lidl, and it is their Betty Stoggs Brazen Cornish Bitter. It is an absolute belter. It's worth getting hold of for a minuscule £1.20 or something. What the wife gave us, and you know, like I do after a hard day's work, she comes out with beers, bless her. So that was a beer, and I've reviewed it before. I've been to the brewery before, and it was a great crack down in Cornwall. Um, so yeah, Dutch beer. Ryan Bryson Payne says Dutch beer. What are we saying? Dutch beer. Yeah, I think you know what the Dutch beer I'm talking about. Can't find it. Where is it? This one. This one. This is Dutch beer I'm talking about. There you go. Great label on it. Fantastic Dutch beer. Chris the Butcher and friend says, "Thank you for my friend. It's been yes, it is, but it's well worth it because I've watched you on many occasions, and I'll tell you what, Chris, you do a fantastic job. You're just very entertaining, and that's part of it for me. It's very informative because that is the most important thing. If you're on YouTube, any boys and girls out there who want to go on YouTube, the first thing you've got to have is a sense of humor, be entertaining, and be informative in that order. If you get that kind of like sorted out, and you're gonna be buzzing, you really are, and that's what it's all about. Aaron Miller says, um, "Me and Aaron are going to Hampstead week Monday. Blast beers and gear. Uh, we hunted down, and what's it called? Oh, you this one with the naughty cover, Aaron. Um, it's called. There you go. Brewage Teal IPA. I I bought this in Spain, and it's fantastic stuff. It's a good beer. It's the full package in it. Look at that. That is absolutely lovely, isn't it? Fantastic stuff. That you get hold of it. It's worth it. It's a fantastic beer. It really is. Absolutely spot on. So cheers, everybody. Stick these ones back in, like you do. There we go. So yeah, I'll say get yourself to Amsterdam. The Trap Brewery is another great brewer. Get yourself down there. Yeah, so there we go. Yeah, it's been cracking one so far, actually. Talking to the old boys, Aaron and Wine, hardcore boys to the end. You always are, like you do. So yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, I did the first lambic beer from Tesco today. The first lambic beer which I've seen in Tesco. That is the St. Louis one. Really enjoyed that. It was a beer which was really nice, to be honest. It was very much so I didn't expect, but it's worth picking up. So, boys and girls, tell me what shops you go to. Tell me what shops you go to for your beers. Um, we got a comment from Zox Tia Zox. She says alcoholic. Alcoholic. Now, this is a great comment because I've been called lots of things in my life, and I'll tell you what now. For you watching me, I'm not an alcoholic. Far from it. There's no way I'm an alcoholic, and I'll tell you why I'm not an alcoholic because I don't drink spirits. I don't drink spirits, and I don't drink through the week. I haven't got a clue, Aaron. I don't drink spirits, and I don't drink through the week. I spent 10 years sober, like you do, and I have lived a life which most probably you wouldn't had. Um, and I drink at the weekend, and I drink to enjoy it. So for you to call me that, it's fair enough. If you want to call me that, that's fair enough. It's just me just turning round to you and calling you a big fat slag. So what's he gonna be? What's he gonna be? Give us an answer. Oh right, I'm on the booze, am I? Sorry, I thought you were having a go at us. Um, it's a troll, is it? Oh, it's a troll, one of them troll things. I've never heard of you before. I'm an alcoholic on the booze. You must probably think I'm completely stupid, but I'll tell you what, I'm not the stupid one. I'm the intelligent one. I know about beer. I know how to brew the beer. I know how to drink the beer. But for you out there, it's most probably nothing. Nothing. You're too busy in your boring life, sitting in your boring house, watching your boring soap operas, watching your boring, drinking your boring prosecco, just having a boring life. So there you go. So that, I'm not going to comment on that no more. I'm here for celebration with my boys to celebrate the glory of beer, and I've just gone off. I've gone off and I've gone back on. Am I back on? Am I back? I'm back. I'm back. Don't know what happened there. Do apologise. I bet she does. She's watching me. She's watching me. So, okay, is this a kind of like introduction to Zox? Tia Zox? Hello. Um, tell us exactly um, who you are, what do you do, where you work, and we'll take it from there before we answer any more of your comments. I'd like to know. I really would. Um, Wine says, bet she loves Holden. We'll find out in a minute, won't we? We'll find out in a minute. Let's see what she says. So, boys and girls, yes, 45 minutes in. Thank you for watching as ever this Saturday Night Live. Um, I am drinking the Betty Stoggs Brazen uh, Bold Bitter from Cornwall. It is a lovely beer. It's available everywhere in Lidl throughout the UK and everywhere else. And I must admit, the Lidl Beer Festival has been very, very good, very, very well received by the public. And I have to say that I have sold a lot of beers. Oh, she has a she. That's fair enough. I don't mind that, Aaron. I don't mind that at all. But it's great to kind of like do this live thing. I'll be doing it. It's a Holden spy. Yeah, most probably. So I better not say much. Not with me. I keep that zipped. Um, as ever, it's yeah, it's a great beer as always. Tell me, Baldy, Baldy. Oh dear, now we're getting personal. We're getting personal now. This is fantastic. I love stuff like this. Absolutely love it. This is fantastic stuff. I'm bored. Um, I'm bored. Very observant of you. Thank you very much for that. I can't help being bored. It's called the aging process. This is what happens when you're old and you get a little bit, mature in your age. If you're immature like you must probably bored as well, but in other places. But if with me, you can't help being bored. But boredness is a sign of intelligence. It's a sign of experience. Nothing what you would know what it's about. Thank you. So as I was going on, yeah, it's a great, great beer. Great, great beer. I'm gonna go in again. Just seen um, Beer Hooligan has just put another Tiny Rebel beer up, Another tiny rebel beer up. What a surprise. Says, oh dear, how tragic though. Edward Sutton. Hello, Edward. Hello, mate. Nice to hear from you. Um, Drunk any Carpacci lately? I haven't, mate. Honestly, I haven't had any Carpacci. um, but it is a cracking Polish beer, I have to say, Edward. So cheers for commenting. Um, she's back again. She says, "Stop! I'm not flirting. I'm really not. I don't flirt. I don't have to. I really don't. I'm not gonna block her, Aaron. I'm not gonna block her. Let her do what she ever wants to do. I've had worse in my life, and I'm not gonna flirt. But yes, I am bored. There you go. Thank you very much for watching me. Really, really, really appreciate it. Like anything else, anybody's got something constructive to say, um, it all makes it worthwhile. Um, all makes it worthwhile for me to do. I always love doing beer. Always love doing the beer channel, and I shall carry on forever doing this because it's fantastic. It's great meeting people, talking about beer, talking about what people drink and everything like that. It's not about being an alcoholic, like some people say. What I'm drinking tonight, Edward. Edward's mate. Um, Edward, I am drinking. Uh, it's from Lidl. It's for peanuts, and it is a cracking beer. Um, Zogs, he says he loves me. Um, thank you very much for loving me. I'll be honest, I've nothing constructive to say. That's a shame. Ryan Bryson says, I like this. This is cracking. This is what I love about doing these live things. I'm just going to bring up um, Ryan's thing, but at least I'm not a CUNT to the screen. Actually, can I have a touch of your dome as well? You can, Ryan. Oh, Aaron, I'm being careful to limit only 4 cans an hour. Says Edward. Had a few tramp juices the other week. OJ doing 8.5%. Black can is actually decent, though. I would give that a go, Aaron. And Miller says need to get some of that 18% stuff. If you get hold of the 18% stuff, you'll be loving it. You'll be taking forever. It'll be taking. It won't take you much to get drunk. You'll be gone. Boom. So yes. So thank you very much, boys and girls, for watching this. I'm 50 minutes in. I'm gonna do hopefully another 20 minutes if people don't get fed up with us. So if you're getting fed up with us, tell us, and I'll knock it off. But if you're not, you'll carry on like you do. So what have I done? We've talked about the beer I'm drinking. We've talked Spain. Oh, this is crazy. Edward Sutton. Edward Sutton, you're mad. He says, I'm only 13, but you got me into drinking. I do apologise, Edward. I do apologise to your parents, mate. Honest. I'm sorry. Mr. and Mrs. Sutton, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I've got your son into drinking at 13. He's bound to know sooner or later, but I'm sorry. I'm absolutely sorry. So thank you for that, Edward, as always. um, Alan Miller says, Ryan's going to touch you up, Med. I'm joking, mate. No. If you're 13 years old, oh, you could be. You could be. I'm 22. You're 22. You're still young. You're still young compared to me. You know, you're 22. I'm 45. You know, I'm a man of experience of beer and that. But I'll tell you what. There you go. Edward Sutton says, love your stuff, though. Edward, thank you, as always. Thank you, Edward, for watching me. Thank you. It's always a pleasure for people to say stuff like that. It's brilliant. It really is. It keeps the channel going, and it keeps everything. It just makes it worthwhile in the one when you get the likes of Edward Sutton saying, "Yeah, fantastic." So yeah, I'll just knock Willow Guide off. Edward Sutton, have you got any advice for us young gunners? Yes, I have got advice for you, Edward, mate. The best thing to do is to try everything. You need to try everything. Edward, you need to try everything because that is the only way you appreciate all the different beers and everything. Yeah, Beer Hound with beer reviews. Thank you, mate. I've just found you this week. Thank you for subscribing to me. Thank you for your comments, and I've subscribed to you. I've enjoyed your channel, so thank you for that, mate. Alan Wheeler says cocaine makes you drink more. Yeah, why not? Can't go wrong, can you? Meet my limits, magic mushrooms. Edward Sutton says, yes, I'll pack it down Brighton way. Edward Sutton, you're a southerner. Let us know where you're from. I'm an Eastbourne boy, so I know Brighton very, very well from. I'm a very, very these Carpacci's are strong, mate. Yeah, the old Carpacci. Yeah, it's always great. Alan Miller says, Ed, can you sort me out? How much? No way. Big up South Coast, son. Yeah, so I'm from Eastbourne and you're from Brighton. So I take it, Edward. Let us know where you're from. It's a small world. It's a small world, tiny world. We're all big human inhabitants on it. So let us know where you're from. So cheers, everybody. Nice to be doing this live thing every weekend, hopefully. So cheers. Cracking. Absolutely cracking beer. So if you've just joined us, we've had trolls, we've had stuff about cocaine, we've had stuff about Beer Hounds beer reviews. Says, what's your current go-to beer, brother? I've got lots Beer Hounds beer reviews of go-to beers. My go-to Belgian beer. I'm gonna show you boys my go-to Belgian beer because I think it's important. I'll show you. Beer brother, Beer Hounds beer reviews, should I say? That's my go-to Belgian beer. I love it. It's a marriage made in heaven for me. I absolutely adore this beer, and served right at the right age, it is absolutely gorgeous, and I love it. I really, really do. Edward Sun says, yes, sir. Brian, massive unfortunate these last two games, but best start in the Premiership up my man Potter. Problem is, Edward Sun, you might want to unsubscribe to me because I am a saint. I am a Southampton supporter. I love my Saints. We got a big one against Pompey in the League Cup. I watched, to be honest, I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest, when I watched the Brighton Southampton game, the Brighton goal, if it stood, would have turned the game in a different direction. So I'll give you that. But yeah, I'm a Southampton man. So Southampton man for me, Spawn. But no, I know lots of Brighton supporters. I did go to the Goldstone ground years ago, so I do appreciate it as a better club. Well, not better club, but as a better club than Portsmouth. Someone says Lev Ruby. One Boss is an absolute sort of a beer. Edward Son, we were the better side. I think you might have been the better side until the sending off. Was it sending off? Pops to your spirit, love the team. It's only a derby. Yes, I mean, at the end of the day, it's only a derby. I mean, your derby's Palace, my derby's Pompey. Um, Beerhound's Beer Review says, "Oh yeah, love me a good Belgian brew. Pirat is my favourite in that stuff. Pirat. It's funny you say that, Beerhounds, because Pirat is available in a local supermarket near me. Used to have it in a little Belgian box with other Pirats, and it was for about £10. So yeah, I know Pirat very well. While I'm Boston, how is it smuggling a few grams of Charlie on holiday? I don't really want to get banged up with lines getting scammed. I don't know, mate. Um, Edward says just do them before the flight, mate. One, I need it out there. Amir says need them for the holiday, pal. One Bison, Kinder Egg up the arse. Oh, it is. Paul's beer reviews is online. Hello, Paul. Nice to see you, mate. I watched your review with your missus. Very entertaining. I don't know if you wear the trousers there, but it's very entertaining. The real derby tomorrow, mate, is no, not for me, Paul. Not for me. The Spurs Arsenal derby doesn't mean anything to me. I'm sorry, but the real derby for me is Saints Pompey. I'm sorry, but that's where I come from. Um, Edward Sutton says, get a longer nose than Chipmunk. Edward said, Northern London, and how many of you even been on a bike in the sky? Don't know what he means. Um, so yeah, I'm a big fan of Paul's beer reviews. He's cracking reviewer. I do enjoy watching him. He's very comprehensive in his beer reviews. I have to say, he doesn't leave any stone unturned. A little bit, well, not like me because I just talk a load of rubbish. But no, North London derby, Spurs against Arsenal. I'll take it. Spurs. I tell you what, that was a bit of a Spurs against Newcastle was a little bit of a surprise, but never mind. Edward San says do a collab with Paul. I tell you what, I love to do a collab with Paul. Google don't do Hangouts. I'll have to look at something. But Paul, if you're watching this, mate, it might be worth doing something together. I'll be up for it because I do like watching you. Yeah, as always, I'm a big fan of other beer reviews, and definitely Paul. He's very good at what he does. Big respect. But yeah, I'm up for it. Um, Amir says do a line. I don't think we'll do a line. I don't think we'll do a line. Do a line of cocaine. Um, yeah, Paul's. Yeah, I'll be banged for that. We'll have to sort something out because I don't know why Google don't do the Hangouts, but I'll be well up for it, my mate. Definitely. I'll tell you what. I'll have a look into doing what hang. I know that other beer reviews do is like a streamline hangout, and we'll do something definitely. I think that'd be a fantastic idea, and I'll start kind of like messaging you on YouTube or whatever, and we'll do something because I think that'd be really good. Because I think we're kind of like two peas from a pod in a way. Because I totally agree with a lot of the things you say. So yeah, I'll be up for it, mate. Edward Son said the video is just you and Paul on coke drinking package riders. I don't think that's gonna go down well. I don't think that's gonna go down well at all. But no, I think I think it'd be a fantastic idea to do something like that. I bet it's one of these things. It's kind of like trying to get trying to get Paul whenever he's free and me if I'm free and doing it on a for me I'm really only available because of work commitments Friday, Saturday, maybe a Sunday. So Paul, if you're watching, um Paul says this. So yeah, I'm definitely up for it, Paul. Definitely up for it. We'll start something, start talking. We'll start to choose a beer, and we'll have a laugh. It'll be a laugh. It'll be a laugh. It really will. Um, Aaron Miller says, "I can tell you're a Spurs fan." That's not. I'm not a Spurs fan. I'm not a Spurs fan. I know friends from school who were Spurs fans. The guy I loved, Clive Allen. Clive Allen, and Glenn Hoddle and Graham Roberts, if you remember them. Um, if you remember them. Ryan Bryson says John Milkshake is out of the fridge. Ryan Bryson, if you're gonna have your Black Sheep Milkshake IPA, go for it, mate. Tell us what you think. I'm not a fan. I'm really not a fan of it. I just think it was pretty bad um, for what it is. And you tell me, whatever. You're scared. Warren Boston says he's scared. Oh, don't be scared. You man up, man. Man up, man. Get some. It's not going to be that bad, surely. So, well, it smells like sick, so it's not gonna. Just drink it, Ryan. Drink your Black Sheep Milkshake IPA. Tell me what you think. Um, start that off. Tell me what you think. I like to know, as always. Tell me what you think. Um, it's always kind of like good fun. So, boys and girls, we're over an hour in. Um, it's been great so far. Comments from we've had comments from Ryan Bryce, Aaron Miller, Paul's beer reviews. We've had comments from Paul's beer reviews. Um, we've had comments from Edward Sutton. We've had comments from a troll, which is great because I love trolls. I do. I love them. It smells all right. If you like it, Ryan, God bless you. Don't look at me as someone who says you should drink this or you should drink that. You should drink it because you like it. If you know what I mean. So tell us exactly what you think. As always, so boys and girls, thank you very much for joining me for this Saturday Night Live 13. Um, there will be another Saturday Night Live, I'm sure. Paul's beer review says, "Is he Aaron Miller the troll?" No, no, he's not. No, he's not. He's not Paul. Aaron Miller, he's not the troll. Aaron Miller is actually, he's all right. He's a nice lad. He's kind of like, he shows up every time and he does it. He's a nice lad. He's cock on, but he's not the troll. The troll was a woman earlier. Uh, the troll was a woman earlier, saying about my bald head and stuff like that, which is always nice to hear. But no, Aaron Miller's not a troll. Um, Paul's beer review gives me a smiley face. Paul, mate, you might get him on your kind of like channel soon. Beer reviews as ever. So yeah, so let's get back to this get together. Suppose get together, Paul. If you're watching, I'll be up for it. Regards to beers, I'll do anything from your supermarkets. I'll pick something up and we'll just do one off the cuff for a laugh. I'm gonna have to try and sort out some sort of Google Hangout thing. I know that the other lads like Craig and Harry and that and Blue Nose Beer Reviews, I do. Dean does it as well. Dean's Beer Reviews. He does. I can't remember the name of it now. As a hangout thing. Edward Sutton says, "Find the strongest beer you can and butt chug it." I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it, Edward. Edward, I could not do it. Reason being is because I just couldn't. I just couldn't do it as a reviewer. I couldn't but chug something. Um, Strongest beer, the cheap lagers. And we said should have done that for your thousands, but I know thousands was. Edward Sutton says, I'm from Brighton, so my butt is used to it. No comment, but I know what you mean. Never. Boys and girls. Boys and girls. This is kind of like, this is, what should I call it? This is kind of like um, advice to anybody who goes to Brighton. Is that don't go into public toilets on your own. Just don't do it. Just do not go in public toilets on your own. That is my advice to you out there. I don't know if I'm breaking up or anything. The Brighton boy says Paul's beer is. One boy says TJT next week. John, don't know what he means. Aaron Miller says bunch of jars down Brian. Why not? Edward Sun says reported. Who knows? Just don't go on your own into toilets in Brighton. That's all I'm gonna say. So cheers, everybody. Warren Bison says Tramp Juice Trifecta, Special Brew Tenant Super, Adidas choice of a third strong lager. That sounds great to me, Ryan. Them three in a bottle of wine, you're laughing. I'm laughing. Them three in a bottle of wine, I'm laughing. I don't know about that, mate. I really don't. But being serious, I've never seen Tennis Super about. I haven't seen Tennis Super about. Tell me where I can get it. I just can't find it. Just can't find Tennis Super after all these beers. Ron Boston says, I've had a couple of them and they've absolutely ruined me. I bet they have. I bet I've ruined you, mate. Bet I have indeed. Bet I have indeed. So we're 1 hour, 10 minutes into this stream. We've had fantastic conversations so far. We've talked about a whole manner of subjects regarding anything from strong lagers to trolling to football to Carpacci to anything like that. So it's been an absolute joy so far. It says Ron Boss says Aaron's gonna sort you out some tenants. Ron Bryson says this pineapple IPA is not awful. That's up to you, Ryan. I've had better. If Aaron can sort me out some Tenant Super, let us know. I'll love to do a review of Tenant Super. It's not going to be as bad as Bud Light, but there you go. So, boys and girls, it's coming up to time, I think. I think we're going to do this again next week, as always. And you all stars, all of you. So all I can say is thank you for watching this live stream, the All Stars, and I shall see you all next week as ever. Brian, Edward, the lot of you, enjoy yourselves as ever. The All Stars, really appreciate everybody who does what they're doing. Yeah, so enjoy. Are we finished yet? No, we're not. No, we're not. We're carrying on. It's just kind of like one of these things carries on until it knocks on the head. So I'm still here. We still here? I think we're still here. I think YouTube's been a twat, to be honest. YouTube's been a twat. I'll carry on. I'll carry on, as always.